Ultraman Zet, Delta Rise Claw.
Lane, there's no more Ultraman Zet.
Aww, I didn't know you were recording.
Well, we are.
Okay, we'll schwa it. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Ultraranger, the show where we talk about Ultraman's past, present, future, Godzilla, and all kinds in between. I'm your co-host, Ultra Lane.
I love how you're the one that's like, oh, we should shorten the title to just Ultraranger
and then
again.
I keep almost saying Kaiju Sentai Ultraranger.
Yeah, but you keep...
Well, that's because I'm remembering of that's my subconscious is going like, oh yeah, that's when I hosted the show for a bit as Ultraman Lane Rose Pink Rosa.
All right.
Yeah, that was fun.
By the way, I'm Gar.
Yeah, we learned that apparently Ultra Woman Grigio, it's gray in Italian. Like, yeah, you're a bit gray, but you're more orange. Happy! Oh, Asahi. We were confused about you in the beginning of Rue, but then by the end we were like, no, you're adorable, we love you. She just wanted a friend, and then she started questioning her fucking own existence. It's like, wait, I just popped in.
Stay golden, Asahi.
Yeah.
But today we're talking about Ultraseven, episode 21.
Ultraman Dyna, episode 21, and
we're
back, baby! We got more Ultraman Towards the Future, or Ultraman Great.
Yeah, after... Let's see, last episode we talked about was episode 136. This is 148. So it's been 12 episodes.
Yeah, because we were just like, you know what, we're almost done Zed. Might as well just...
Yeah, we'll focus on Zed.
Yeah, we'll go back to... Who knows, we might get to Powered someday.
Oh, no, like... Powered's on the list.
Yeah.
Powered's part of season 5.
Yes.
Or 4.
Yeah.
No, this is season 4.
Yeah.
Powered's part of season 5.
Yeah.
Because the rest of season 4 is just us watching 7, Dyna, and Great.
It's cool, in the English dub of Absolute Conspiracy, they actually got King Kusagi to like voice Ultraman Powered because he was Ultraman Powered.
Yeah, I heard that they just get voice actors who already live in Japan to do the English dub.
Yeah. And so King Kusagi lives in Japan, so he's just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll reprise my role.
So that means that's why Great wasn't like
voiced by Jack Shindo.
Wasn't voiced by Jack Shindo.
No, they should have tried to find the guy who actually was the voice of Ultraman Great.
I don't know who actually voiced him. I'm sorry you had... You know what? I just want to replace this audio with just audio from the show.
There you go.
Just as Ken Kusagi's talking, just Great. Yes.
No, just every time they go back to Powered or Great or whatever like that, it's just the shot of him in the sunset. Just. Great, I really need your help over here, man.
Why aren't you helping?
I'm sorry, my planet needs me. We're your planet! Also, Guard's upset because there's no absolute Tartarus final.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe someday.
One day.
Premium Bandai.
No.
Yeah. I wonder if they'll do Premium Bandai vinyl sets.
I think they did once with the Darkness 5.
Wow.
Remember the Darkness 5?
Oh yeah, the Darkness 5, yeah.
Belial's like crew.
Yeah, Belial's fucking gang, because they're just like, oh, Zero, you have your own crew. I got my own crew. Yeah, look, I can turn into a giant monster. Rawr.
Rawr, I'm a dinosaur.
Rawr, Belial.
Rawr.
So yeah, Ultraseven. So episode 21, Pursue the Undersea Base. So I have to say, god damn, was this episode like at the start of the like until like probably halfway through the episode, it was like and then like the last half was just like holy fucking shit, like it's intense. So it starts off where, and I came to realize this, if you watch any Japanese thing in media, and it starts with a ship, a boat, like just a bunch of Japanese sailors on a boat, you know it's going to be destroyed. Because if I watched enough Godzilla I've watched all the Godzilla movies, and I have seen that every time they show a boat, destroyed. Like, 98 Godzilla movie started with a fucking boat, and then Godzilla fucking tore through it like it was nothing.
It also doesn't help that the people that were on the boat in the beginning of the episode were never seen again.
Yeah.
It's because the boat exploded.
Yeah. Where are you running to? It's a boat. Yeah. So I've learned that if you're watching a Japanese movie and it has a boat in it, boat's probably gonna be destroyed.
You might as well hand in your life insurance.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't be a boat in Japan. You're gonna get destroyed.
So, of course, when it comes to boats disappearing in the middle of the ocean, it's totally up to the Ultra Guard. Not the police, not the government. No, we gotta send in the Ultra Guard.
Well, no, they did say that the Coast Guard tried looking for it, but they just they couldn't find it, and so they're like, okay, maybe the Ultra Guard can handle it because they're
look harder.
Yeah. So, like, Soga and it's Amagi and Furuhashi, they go off, fly.
No.
Well, no, yeah.
They first start off flying around, and then Dan and Ann drive around in the Pointer.
Which, I keep seeing Ann with that haircut, and I'm like, come on! Like, why? I actually want to know the reason why her hair's short. Because it was, for the first, whatever episode she was in, it was perfect, nice, and pretty length, and then she came back, and bam, her hair was shorter. I want to know why. It's because
the actress wanted to.
Maybe. I don't know. Because it's like in Big Bang Theory where, like, the freaking Penny, the actor, had to shorten her hair because, like, her husband and, like, other people seeing how pretty she was or something.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah. Which, like... Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm going on a fucking stupid rant. I'm complaining about the stupidest shit.
More like pointless rant.
But anyway, yeah, it's a pointless rant. So anyways, we got introduced to the warship robot Iron Rocks and the alien memes.
Sorta.
Yeah, we don't see them, we hear them.
Yeah,
we see their ship.
Yeah, we see one of their spaceships.
Which is shaped like a starfish.
It's a giraffe.
Oh my god, dead again. Really put that in. That should be part of the thumbnail. You just see, like, as the ship's getting exploded, you just see Patrick just.
Or you all do for the thumbnail. It'll be Patrick, and it'll be a blue Patrick.
A blue Patrick. But anyways, Iron Rocks. So it's just like, apparently the whole thing about the alien meme is that, like, they take any scrap and metal, trash and stuff that, like, humans or other races, like, throw away, and they use them for themselves because
at the bottom of the ocean.
Yeah, at the bottom of the ocean.
Like all the sunken ships and such.
Yeah, but they treasure scrap and trash more than, like, other races do, because it's like, oh, we see it as a way of reusing it to better ourselves.
So they're scrappers.
Yeah. Because, it's like that line, it's like that saying, one person's trash is another person's treasure. So, but yeah, so, like, Iron Rocks is just this robot mechanical thing that's just made of, like, sunken ships put together, and it's as simple of a concept as it is, it's super fucking awesome. Like, it's so cool.
Imagine this thing being the size of, like, a Navy Marine ship.
Yeah, and Gar was telling me apparently the original concept for what they wanted was, like, he walked on, like, spider legs and stuff like that, and, like, moved, like, on land. Which, I feel like that would have been cool, and, like, if they incorporated, like, stop motion, they probably could have been able to do that, but, like, I don't think Japan's big on stop motion. Like, they don't do it.
It's more of a time constraint thing. Like, there's the concept design that they had for it.
Yeah.
See the legs?
Yeah, that would have been cool. It's like Baba Yaga. But yeah, so, like, I love this thing. Like, it'd be cool if we got, like, a vinyl of it.
Yeah, it has to come with, like, water around it.
Yeah, just like a little nice
water. Sort of like with Diglett. You want to release a Diglett figure, you have to add the dirt around it.
If there ever answer that mystery, like, what Diglett looks like. Unless it's just, like, the thing.
Yes.
Yeah. It's just, like, that stump we see with the little nose and the eyes, and that's it. That's all we see for Diglett. But yeah, no, I really like Iron Rocks. I mean, I would have chosen a better name for him, but It's still cool.
Iron rocks.
Yeah, it's the thing. So yeah, Amagi and Furuhashi, they go off in their own 2 separate subs, the Hydrangers.
Yeah, it's the
1 and
debut
2.
of the Hydrangers.
And like I thought it was silly because they're wearing their life preservers while they're in the sub. It's like, guys, you wear these when you're not in the sub.
But then how would we know that they're in the sub?
Because we just know. Come on, could have just put like HD 1, 2 behind them on a wall or something. We'll believe it. We know they're in the subs. So they're trying to find the ship and they get fucked up.
Yeah, because the alien Mimi spaceship freaking knocks them out.
Yeah.
It's like, sir, we lost them. Alright, guess I'm going out in the jet. Dan, you take the other jet.
Okay. Oh no.
Ann and Soga, you take the pointer.
Yeah, just stay in the pointer. Point out shit.
It's like if this episode was just showcasing all the vehicles they had.
Yeah.
Should we take the Ultra Hawk too? You mean the rocket? No.
No.
Should we use the digger?
Nah.
No.
Yeah.
Or the Magmarizer?
No, we'll use our new subs.
No. We use the Hydranger, where in a show from 2017 we'll question whether or not if it's number 1 or number 2 as the canonical number. Because, Kaiju Club brought it up. I swear, as long as we keep watching Ultra 7, I'm just going to get more and more references in Kaiju Club.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So Dan crashes, and then, he's underwater, and then he's like, oh,
he
fuck.
He gets kidnapped.
Yeah, so then he's like, okay, I gotta turn on Ultra 7. But we also find out that there's a it's Iron Rock's just planned to detonate, and if it detonates, it's gonna
it's gonna explode.
It's gonna explode really big.
And where did they get this information from, Lane?
Yeah, Mimi.
No.
Oh.
Paris HQ.
Oh yes, Paris HQ.
Fuck, did you not even watch that?
I did. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. I'm sorry. I thought because I remember Alien Mimi was talking at one point to Ultra 7.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Yes, Paris HQ told them that they were gonna explode.
Yeah, because it came from Europe.
Yes.
This thing's just been floating around underwater. Wait a minute, hang on. If it came from Europe, that means it had to go all the way the fuck around.
Yes.
Either that or went from north.
Yep. But yeah. So then we get some cool shots and stuff like that where it's like the room's really dark and you see Kiriyama just kind of sitting there looking intensely while there's a clock counting down to when the Iron Rock's just gonna explode.
Yeah, that's weird to think. It came from Europe, which I'm looking at a map right now. Like a world map. Here's Europe. There's Japan. That means it had to either go around Russia or all the way around Africa, past Australia, and then to Japan.
Unless it went underneath.
But there's all this land.
Yeah.
But then again, it could have easily gotten through Europe, down around Egypt, and then made its way around the other Asian countries.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and so we got these nice shots of them looking intensely oh fuck, it's gonna explode, what are we gonna do? We don't know what to do.
Time is running out.
Yeah. Oh, that's for great. And then Dan turns to Ultra 7 and he tries to confront Iron Rocks, and Iron Rocks is like, ha ha ha, Ultra 7.
Well, no, it's the alien Mimi's talking.
No, yeah, I know. But it was really funny. But and then he has giant Ultraman-sized handcuffs, and he cuffs him.
I planned for this.
He's like, haha, I'm gonna take you with me, Ultra 7, you piece of shit.
What if he didn't fight against an Ultra hero? What would he use the giant cuffs for?
Oh. Do
Godzilla?
something else. There's other fucking 50-meter beings out there.
On Earth?
No, on Earth specifically, but somewhere. It was planning on moving from planet to planet.
If it could fly.
You never know.
For all that we know,
There's some downed warplanes down there. You never know.
Just see tiny little plane wings on it. Just
says freaking rotors,
yeah.
Helicopter rotors.
Say Ultra 7 defeats it with this weird looking
the spinning move. I think what happened was he used the spinning move, which it took me 30 seconds. I was there for 30 seconds. I was just like, what the fuck was that about? So I think he used that to like negate the effects of like the detonation of like him going off, because then he fired like his beam at him and then he exploded normally. So I think he like disabled the bomb inside him so he wouldn't explode when he defeated him. So
just trying to see if that technique has like any name to it.
Oh, I saw it.
Oh, where?
Right in the middle.
Oh, yeah. The rolling spark, according to the Ultra Wiki. So if we scroll up.
Rolling spark used to free 7 from iron rock. 7 rotates in the air and radiates energy, which swirls around like him. Oh, okay. So he didn't use it to disable the bomb in him. He was just using it to get free.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess he just his explosion. I mean, that is a thing. Like when in Zed, like the D4 ray was getting destable, and like he used his beam to
cancel it
out. So I think that's just the thing. Like Ultraman's beam attack, ray attack is also like a cancel out thing. So he like concealed the explosion.
Well, if you think of it this way, think of it this way: if Ultra 7 defeated Iron Rocks before it could explode, that means the detonation couldn't have gone off.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, no, like it was really cool. It was very brief, and then it just like ends with just Dan looking out into the sunset, being like,
"Yeah,
fuck, that was stupid."
Sorry, that was sunrise. This morning.
Yeah, right. I confuse those sometimes. Like sometimes I don't know if the sun.
Think of it this way: if the fight was at night, what would it be next?
Sunset.
No.
Oh, sorry, reverse sunset. Sunrise is just a reverse sunset.
Right?
No, I just got confused for a second. It happens. But yeah, so it just ends with Dan just staring out into the sunrise and just being like, yeah.
What happened to the alien Mimi ship? Oh, Amagi and Furuhashi blew it up with the boats.
Yeah, I was like watching. I'm like, oh, they're gonna blow it up. They're gonna blow it up, and they were like, yeah, fuck you.
We did it.
Yeah, because what do all aliens in Ultra 7 do when they get defeated? They just try to run away.
Run away.
But they never last.
We can look at the two Chaplay alien, or not Chaplay. I can't remember their names. The ones from Ella King's episode.
Yeah.
Blew up.
Yep. I think it's
the freaking alien Icarus aliens blew up.
Yep. The entire race of fucking aliens.
Yeah, the entire race from the 4th dimension blew up. It's like we're assholes or something.
Yeah. I mean, we tried to warn them.
We warned you. But if there's anything that I noticed about this episode, it's all the background information that I found on this episode. So this episode was written by only one writer. Or this writer only did one episode of Ultra 7. And his name is Onisuke Akai, who is known for being an assistant director on many Toho films.
Wow.
Such as Atragon, which was the movie that introduced Manda, Godzilla vs. Mothra, Frankenstein Conquers the World, which introduced us Baragon, its sequel, War of the Gargantuans, and Ebra, Horror of the Deep.
Ooh.
Starting to notice this guy knows how to do monster movies.
Yep.
So maybe that's why it was like this episode was more suspenseful.
Yeah.
Because he wants to add that how can we actually beat this thing that's bigger than us? And in a sense, it is a machine.
Mm.
I'm noticing Ultra 7 has problems with machines. Look at King Joe.
Yeah. And we'll get to see dinosaur tanks soon.
Yeah, we'll get to see dinosaur tanks soon.
I can't wait. That episode's gonna be fucking amazing. It's probably gonna be my favorite episode of the whole series.
The alien Mimi in this episode, although never seen, we do have a design for it from apparently an Ultra 7 pictorial. The person that did the voice was Ishiro Murakoshi, who would go on to do narration work for shows like Inazuma, Bioman, and with several monsters throughout the Showa era of Kamen Rider.
Cool!
And last but not least, as I mentioned just a few minutes ago, Paris HQ. Wasn't that a Science Patrol thing, right?
Yeah.
From Ultraman?
Yeah.
Apparently, this entire script was from a rejected Ultraman episode that was never released.
Oh, wow.
Yes, apparently the title was called Crush the Invasion Base, which is described as follows. Introducing the warship monster Yamaton, which is a combination of a monster and a warship. A design picture by Toru Narita was also written, and a manga version by Daiji Kazumi was serialized later, and a soft vinyl was also released.
Cool.
Which Toru Narita sounds familiar. I'm probably butchering his name because I know the Japanese. Toru was a Japanese visual artist who's best known for creating characters for Ultraman. Which I think he's the guy that came up with the concept of Ultraman.
Oh, he died in 2002.
Oh, it's a shame.
Okay, so he decided Pegula, M1, Balloonga, Cicada Man, Pagos, Cameraman, Ragon, Goga, and Peter.
Yeah, it doesn't specify what he did for Ultraman, but I believe he was the designer who created Ultraman.
Okay.
So he was. So yeah, he was the guy that was like, I don't want the color timer. Too bad.
Oh. That's deep trivia.
Yeah. So it's interesting though, it's like, wait, so he just took an already existing script, probably at the warehouse still, reworked it a bit. So think of it, we could have had Ultraman against Iron Rocks.
That would have been cool. I mean, technically we still got an Ultraman fighting Iron Rocks, so.
Well, an Ultra Hero.
Yeah. Ultraseven's an Ultraman.
Is he?
Yeah!
Is he really?
He's still considered an Ultraman, he's just called Ultraseven, that's his name.
Super retcon's name to being Ultraman 7.
Yeah, Ultraman Ultra 7.
No, it'd just be Ultraman 7.
Nah, the Ultraman Ultra 7.
That hurts the brain.
Sure.
But yeah, I do have to agree with you. It was an interesting, fun episode.
Yeah, Iron Rocks was fucking dope.
Yeah.
So destructive.
The power.
Yeah, he destroyed a fishing village because, fishing villages are always the first to go.
We can't let him blow up. Why? Because he's right at the harbor.
Yeah.
Shit. Can we just take him out to sea? Nope. We are doomed. Doomed. Anyways, on to Dyna.
Yeah.
Ultraman Dyna.
So episode 21, the heat generating kaiju 3000 degrees Celsius.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah.
That's a pretty hot kaiju.
This is a hot episode in the middle of winter.
Rightly so, because this episode came out January 31st, 1998.
Yeah. So...
a few days after Shotaro Ishimori's death.
Oh. Yeah, he died on your birthday.
Yeah, he died on my birthday.
He died on your 1-year-old birthday.
Yeah, he died when I turned 1. I killed him when I was 1 year old.
Good job. So this is a fun Dyna episode, but we had all the characters in it. They're all fucking dying of heat because, apparently the whole Super Guts base is, super fucking hot. And just, you see Koda freaking Asuka just roasting a dying heat. He's like, the fuck's wrong with you guys? It's like, Captain, it's fucking hot in here. I don't give a shit. You're Super Guts members. You gotta just handle it.
Why aren't any of you in proper uniforms? It's too hot for it.
Hot. And he's like, oh, I don't fucking give a shit, more mine. Then you just see Mai walk in with a summer dress on, a hat, sunglasses. She has fucking deck chairs and an umbrella, and just she's ready to fucking relax.
A TPC summer outfit.
Yeah.
Because I noticed the TPC outfit is right around her chest.
Yeah.
And there's also one down by her, down by the end of the dress.
Yeah. And Hibiki just looks over at her and just goes, "My!" She's like, "Oh no, sorry."
Then Nakajima comes running in because he's been down the boiler room trying to fix what's going on.
It was so like, where the fuck's Nakajima? He's like, well, we were trying to fix the heat, so we went down, and it's like, oh man, it's so hot, and like you see like this like wave effect on them, and you see Nakajima, and it's like it reminds me of like those memes where like a person takes like this filter and like they put it over the video of the person, and they're like. And they get all like wavy and distorted. That's what it reminded me of. So you see, Nakajima was like, "Stop fucking saying the word hot. Stop repeating it. Repeat it. It's gonna make us feel worse. The fuck out."
He has a point though. If you keep bringing it up, like it's just not going to get better.
Yeah.
Like it's like when you keep complaining, "Oh man, my legs are sore. Oh man, I'm tired." Stop bringing it up. Because then you will stop being tired.
Yeah, it's like when I was playing Fortnite with my friend, and like I kept yawning. She's like, "Lane, stop fucking yawning! I'm yawning." I'm like, "I'm sorry."
Yeah, yawning is the most contagious thing in the world.
It is.
I know, not doing it.
Yeah. So it's just funny that Nakajima was like, really like fucking fed up, and so then
because he's the captain, he expects his,
Well, I said Hibiki, not I said Nakajima.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Nakajima. Ugh.
Nakajima.
Just there are 250 possibilities. What's the first one? Well, kaiju.
Yeah, just all fucking. Comes down to kaiju.
It's like okay, we figured it out, and there's a kaiju at the very bottom of our foundation. All right. What's wrong? Well, the computer came up with 256,000 reasons, and it's the kaiju making the base hot.
Yeah. It's like a kaiju that generates a heat of like 3,000 degrees Celsius. And so it's like nesting itself right beside where the base is, and like it's just generating so much fucking heat it's making the entire base hot. So like eventually like they're talking to like the higher ups on like the video screen, and it cuts to them. They're just all in shorts, like sitting in a bucket of ice water, and you just see like them applying more ice to the water. You just see like and mine's just like, damn it, that must be so good right now.
But that was a funny joke because you see them with fans, and like they're wearing their uniforms, of course.
Yeah.
But then, like as it cuts to them in their room, it zooms back, and you see they're not wearing like their pants.
Yeah.
Because they have all their feet in like giant water bucket.
Yeah, with ice in it, and they're just like,
whoa. With another TPC worker just walking by, just.
Yeah. So they realize they need to go down and try to like maybe like rustle this kaiju up so they can like get it to fuck off from the base, which they do. Mm-hmm. They eventually like cause it to go away, but then it's like
it goes up to the surface.
Yeah, retreats more to the surface because like Nakajima's like researching about it, and he's like, "Oh, okay, I figured out what its deal is." So it like tunnels through underneath like volcanoes and stuff underground, and like spreads the magma out through these tunnels underground so that like volcanoes don't erupt and like they don't cause eruptions. So technically it's like they realize throughout the episode that like this isn't a kaiju we need to just kill because for our convenience. It's a part of the earth and helping us protect us.
It is like so the kaiju of the episode is the super high heat monster Sodom, but the proper name for it, or the proper word that they say for it this episode is deity. Mm-hmm. So like it's
like a monster from legend.
If anything, it's kind of like Godzilla, King of the Monsters, how they're referred to as Titans.
Yeah.
And as you remember, the Titans are the ones that make balance in the world.
Yeah.
So if anything, this Sodom is considered a Titan in a sense because without him, there would be havoc.
Yeah, well, like we would have like died from like tons of volcano eruptions.
And he's probably not the only one. There are probably a lot of them. But you know what he did remind me of? Heatran from Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't doubt Heatran's probably based on this.
You remind me of like Dark Spectre if he was like a fucking kaiju, like a quadruped. Right. Yeah, so for a quadruped, like he wasn't that bad looking, honestly. He was pretty cool looking. I liked him. But yeah, so like Nakajima's just researching and he like realizes like, oh, we shouldn't kill it. We should just like take it back somewhere where it can bury underground and it won't be a problem. So eventually, so they try to like cool it down with like liquid nitrogen and like hose it down with water, but then they realize like it's getting sick.
We just made it sick.
Yeah, we made it sick, so like we feel bad. And then like
he attacks the camp base that they had set up.
Yeah, and they had like these really cool like heat resistant suits.
Kind of reminds me of how in Japan like some of the firefighters wear like that silver outfit.
Yeah, like reflective stuff.
Yeah, the reflective.
It's so cool. I love Japanese firefighter uniforms.
Which Koda gets knocked out, which allows Asuka to turn into Dyna. But not just Dyna, because this is the first episode that marks the first time ever Asuka pulling out the ray flasher and shouting Dyna.
Dyna!
Dyna!
And then we just kind of see him just not like the fancy sequence or anything. He just grows into him.
Yeah, we don't see the growing sequence. He just like flash of light, and we just see Dyna just come down.
So now I'm wondering if he's just going to do that for the rest of the series.
Probably.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like that. I like when he shouts at Dyna. I liked it when he did it in Origin Saga because he's like Dyna.
Yeah, the Origin Saga finale.
Yeah, I love watching that. It's so cool.
I want to go back and rewatch that show.
It was cute too, seeing Guy like he shout out Orb because he was just I think he was just wanted to fit in with the rest of them, but he was also like still trying to get down his transformation sequence. So he's like, oh, maybe I'll try shouting out my name out. Like, that'll be fun. Everyone else is doing it.
And I sort of agree with some people. Like, I ask you to chant my name instead of Zet saying his name. Yeah. It should have just been Haruki shouting Ultraman Zet.
Yeah, no, I would have preferred that. Like I think it's the first time he did it, he should say it, but then afterwards it just cut him off and you chant my name. But anyways.
But yeah, just Dyna can't really grab this guy at first because, you know, molten hot.
Yeah, he's super hot and stuff, and so he's just like kind of like, and then he's like getting his ass kicked, and then Nakajima yells at Dyna, just being like, he's like, no, bring him underground, like take him somewhere else, and so like Dyna acknowledges it, turns into Miracle,
and like uses one ability to like grab him, and then like he flies him over to like volcanoes.
Yeah, an active volcano.
Yeah, just drops him near it. So then, like, thanks him, and then he jumps straight into the volcano.
Yeah, and then he goes underground, and it's fine.
How to lead a kaiju to a volcano. Dyna. Just the tech, like, his miracle powers. Tiga. Yeeting freaking Godzilla into the volcano.
That was so funny. Poor Godzilla.
Just got yeeted into a volcano.
Yeah, and so then the episode ends with basically all the Super Guts members catching a cold.
Because, like Captain Hibiki's like, what's wrong with all of you? Oh, it was really warm. Then it got really cold. Also, we were playing around with water, so...
It got cold. And you see Mai just, like, fully clothed in, like, winter gear, and Hibiki's like, what the fuck, Mai? And it's like, alright, Hibiki. Like, I love you. You're, like, my favorite character, but, like, calm the fuck down, dude.
No,
but like, see, even when I was like a boss at my work, like even sometimes I'd be like, okay, like it's whatever. As long as you're doing your work, I don't give a shit.
Oh man, I wish I had a job where I was outranked everyone.
Yeah,
maybe one day.
And then it ends with like Hibiki also fucking sneezing because like he's just because it's bothering him. Like the heat and cold was bothering him too, but he was just being tough about it because he's like, don't be fucking babies.
Not only that, just. This was a really good Nakajima episode.
Yeah, no, he proved that like he's not a dumbass and like he's a smart guy. Like but he is taking after Hori.
Yeah,
you can tell.
Of course.
Yeah. So now I'm wondering if like Nakajima will have an episode where he has like a colleague or a friend or something.
Oh, they probably wouldn't. They're probably not going to go that far.
Poor Hori, he suffered so much in Tiga.
But I did like how Nakajima, in a sense, just. Where are you going? Gotta go save Koda. Well, I didn't order you to. Don't care.
Yeah.
Also, we got to see this cool little vehicle that they had. It's called the Dapper.
The Dapper. Yeah, look like Mountain Blaster.
Yeah, the blue SUV that they had. It's called the Dapper.
Yeah, look like Mountain Blaster.
It did. I wonder if there's a. No, I just want to see Nakajima shifting the turbo.
Oh God. Blue Mesa.
Blue Mesa.
But yeah, no, this is a fun episode. It was really good.
Same.
Soda was pretty dope.
But I guess we should head back down under to a good old buddy, Ultraman Great.
Get some Vegemite.
Ultraman Great.
So yeah, episode 7, The Forest Guardian.
So it's been about 3 months or 2 months. You think we should quickly give a refresher on what Ultraman Great is?
Yeah, so it's an Australian Ultraman production where Subaraya partnered with the Australian Film Association, and they made their own Ultraman series. It's about Jack Shindo, who gained the powers of Ultraman from Mars and fighting the Gudis, working with Uma.
Okay.
You got Gene, you got Lloyd, Kim, Charles, and of course the best character ever, Captain Motherfucking Arthur Grant.
Arthur Grant.
The true MVP. Like, honestly, him and Charles are like the two best characters in the entire series.
You noticed something. You know what I noticed about freaking Arthur in one episode, in this episode?
What?
It's the thing that, he notices Charles isn't eating, and he's like, "You all right? You haven't eaten breakfast." I'm like, "Oh my goodness, is the show finally picking up that Charles always eats?"
Yeah, Charles does always eat.
Like almost every scene he's in, he's always like eating or drinking something.
Yeah. So basically what we find out is, like, there's this construction company that wants to, like, build a new road, but they need to, like, tear down this forest to build the road. But, like, you know, a lot of people protesting, like, no, this forest has been, like, you know, a big part of this area for so many years. Like, we don't want it destroyed. So, like, this mother and her daughter, like, it's
The Simpsons.
Yeah, the Simpsons. Mrs. Simpson and her daughter Jenny. They, Jenny.
The Simpsons.
Yes, The Simpsons. Okay, well, Simpsons is a common name.
But just, you gotta remember, this was filmed in 1990.
Yeah.
You know, around a year when the
Simpsons came out in 89. So.
Yeah, 89.
Yeah,
so,
I'm as old as The Simpsons. Fuck me.
So, just... It's just sort of funny to hear Arthur Grant to say Simpson.
Yeah.
Just, what am I going to tell Mrs. Simpson?
Mrs. Simpson. So like they go off with this guy who's like with the construction crew, and I love Australian accents so much because like the guy was just like, how do you lose a 40-ton dozer? Kept saying dozer. And I'm like that's one thing I love about Australians, man. Their accent is just fantastic. It's so cool. I'd love to visit Australia one time.
It would be nice to visit there once.
But yeah, so we get to see the Forest Guardian, and apparently it's based off an elephant and a kangaroo. You can definitely see that. Because, like, it has, like, a trunk, but it has, like, that shape of a kangaroo, and then it kept making, like, elephant noises.
He is Babar, king of the elephants.
No, that's Africa.
Shit.
Yeah, but where's from Africa, dude?
So he's just a prehistoric kangaroo.
It's a prehistoric kangaroo, but he has elephant traits to him. It looks like an elephant. That's what I saw. So apparently, in this scuffle, Jenny gets separated from her mother, and she's lost in the forest. So, like, she asks like the military or something to go look for her. But then Uma comes to take care of it because like a kaiju's involved. So. And I like this one line where, like, we meet this, like, inspector. Like, we never get his name, I don't think.
Oh, that I'm going to quickly look up because I remember, like...
Are you searching in YouTube?
Yes, because...
Okay.
I'm going to have to mute the episode for a minute.
Oh, is the name of the guy in the credits?
Yeah, it's in the credits.
Okay.
So, if you watch the show on YouTube, it's the hard subbed from Japan, because apparently this is the best quality. Inspector Skies.
Oh, Inspector Sykes.
Oh, Sykes.
Yeah, Norman Yem.
Yeah, played by Norman Yem.
So Inspector Sykes. So, you know, every other episode we need some like big military jackass asshole to fucking show up and like, you know, question Great Arthur's authority and like question his ability to get shit done. Which, like, you know, Arthur shoves it back in his face because it's fucking Arthur. He's awesome.
I mean, think about episode 5, you had... episode 2, you had the other guy that made fun of them about the whole Gigasaurus thing.
Yeah.
And it's like, you told me this thing was dead. No, I told you it was dormant. Dormant doesn't mean dead.
Yeah.
And then, like, episode 5, freaking the fake Stanley showed up. Just like, oh, you see Arthur? He's betraying you. Shut up!
Yeah.
And then, you know... not Tim Curry in episode 6.
Yeah.
Just, I'm taking over. Prove it.
Yeah, no, so, like, I love that Arthur's just great at standing up to all these, like, authority figures who try to question his ability to get shit done. And, like, so, like, Inspector Sykes, like, goes up to Arthur, he's like, oh, yeah, I heard you deal in, like, monster problems, and he's like, we dabble in it from time to time. And I'm just like, ooh. So, his job is, he sends Jack and Jean to go off to inspect something, and then Lloyd and Kim also go to find the girl, Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like...
Well, they send Jack and Jean in the Hummer to take a drone shot from the sky to try and find them, and then Kim and Lloyd were sent out to actually go get her once they found out the coordinates. Yeah. Which, I don't know about you, but did Lloyd look like he would fit perfectly in a Predator movie? Yes, absolutely. Like I kind of want to splice all this footage together with a Predator film.
Yeah. It's funny, they just announced, they just revealed Predator is going to be in Fortnite, so. Oh. Yeah, that's fucking cool. I can't wait. That's going to be awesome. But yeah, so they're off trying to find Jenny, and so, like, Inspector Sykes is just being an asshole, being like, we need to kill this monster. Like, he's gonna fucking destroy everything. I'm gonna call the military in a couple hours. They're gonna fucking wipe the entire forest out, so, like, we can destroy him. And, like, Arthur's like, no, we need to find this little girl. Like, what are you gonna fucking tell Mrs. Simpson?
Who's right there.
Tell her that her daughter's not gonna fucking make it. And
it's just like, oh, it's just a kid. You wouldn't believe how good survival skills kids have.
Yeah, it's sometimes better than human. And you see, like, she's hiding. They find that she's alive, but then, like, you also see her, like, she finds some berries. So it's like she quickly, like, cautiously eats one berry, and she's like, okay, yeah, no, I can eat these.
Which, I do have to question one thing. Who was the other kid? They never explain who that other kid is.
Like, at the end of the episode, they're like, oh, are there people in there? No. And it's like, you see the kid smiling, like, ha-ha, they'll never know me.
But it's like...
It was just, like, natives. What? It's like, that's a reason why they can't destroy the forest, because there's, like, people living in the forest.
Well, if anything, they should have made him look, I don't know.
Like, maybe Jenny encountered the boy or something. The boy saved her.
Yeah, or something like that.
Brought him... Yeah. Like,
make him look like he's been lost in the woods for, like, years.
Yeah, like, we would just see, like, this native, like, Mowgli-looking kid, like, just walking around, like, running around the forest.
But this kid looks like he's bathed or something. Like, this kid looks perfectly fine, because he's wearing shirts, shorts, fully clean, nice haircut. I'm like, this kid lives out in the woods?
Sure.
What kind of fucking woods are you?
Whoa.
That's the title of the episode. What kind of wood? No.
We're going to call this episode Arthur Grant MVP. I'm sorry. Arthur's the best fucking character in this goddamn show. No, MVP. Oh. There you go.
Arthur Grant MVP.
Yeah. So, what's cool is, like, Charles is also, like, so eventually, like, Lloyd and Kim, their equipment gets, like, destroyed, and you actually see, like, cool shots of, like, this, like, acid, like, burning their equipment, so that was cool. And so then, like, they're like, oh, fuck, our weapons are gone, what the fuck are we gonna do? And so, like, Kim's like, oh, I found these mushrooms, and, like, if we use these, like, throw them at the kaiju, like, the spores will, like, stun it, and, like...
Yeah, because apparently, according to this episode, she was part of the Peace Corps.
That's cool.
Or at least... Okay, so, I learned something while preparing for Ultraman Great this week. Mm-hmm. Number one, there's compilation movies for Ultraman Great.
Oh yeah, we had talked about this last night.
So there are two compilation films for Ultraman Great that covers all 13 episodes, 12 or 13 episodes of the show. Yeah. And since these were apparently released before the actual show came out in 1990, that's why that's why the release date is 1992, but everything says 1990. For a copyright loss. Yeah. Apparently, these are, like, the compilation films look better because they use the original masters that no longer exist, unfortunately.
Or they're just locked away somewhere.
Or they're just, like, we just don't have physical copies of them. According to Subarai's website, they just don't have them. But, anyways, I'm getting off track. These compilation films include additional supposedly additional dialogue.
Mm.
And, enhanced special effects. So, like, different effects from the show.
Yeah.
Think of them as the George Lucas special editions. Which, because I took screenshots from the compilation because it's better. It's
better quality.
Yeah, better quality. And I remember Kim saying that she was part of the Peace Corps. So I'm not sure if that was back in the original episode as well.
Yeah.
Also, a bit weird that their survival outfits are, sleeveless.
Well, it's because it's an Australian outback. It's hot, dude.
But just like, wow.
No, it's really hot. And I'm gonna admit, we saw Jack like in his reconnaissance outfit, and I was like, whoa, he's an handsome looking dude.
He's ripped.
Yeah, Jean was looking pretty attractive too, actually. Because she had this cut.
That was the bit of the weird thing that her uniform was like ripped right around the belly button area.
Well, it's just some women wear outfits like that. It's the midriff.
But yeah, they all get caught by Gazebo or Gazebo. Gazebo?
It is Gazebo. The kaiju's name was Gazebo? Oh my god! That's stupid! You know what a gazebo is, right?
Yeah, it's one of those little,
like wooden shelter things, it's like a roundabout, and you find them in parks, and people, perform shit there. It's called Gazebo?
That's our thumbnail. Blue Patrick Star with Homer Ultraman hanging out at a gazebo.
Gazebo, there you
go. With Gazebo.
With Gazebo. That's so stupid.
With Gazebo.
Why is his name Gazebo?
I don't know, but apparently for the Super Nintendo game, his name's different.
But yeah, wait, Ultraman Great had a Super Nintendo game?
Yeah, the Ultraman SNES game.
Oh.
That's based on Ultraman Great.
Oh my god. Alright, so then, so they all get together eventually, and then, apparently, Gazebo's attracted to metal.
Yeah, because, you see, car rims and, cut up metal around them.
Yeah.
And I guess he's part Raven, too, or... Yeah, because... Crows.
Crows are attracted to shiny shit.
I guess he's also part crow, so he's attracted to metal, and it's like, how does he know where we are? The freaking wooden... the kid from the woods... points at, Jack's plasma pendant, which is made of metal. He's like, sorry, guys. You guys get Jean out of here. I'll take care of it. Yeah, you get Jenny out of here. I'll handle it. I'm like, we have not done a second take on this.
Yeah.
Because, I'm sorry, I can't help it. As great as this show is, at times, that was a poor acting. Because it felt stilted. He's like, you guys do this. I'll go take care of him. Yeah,
so then Sykes is just like, alright, well, I'm going to go now and go talk to the higher-ups and tell them that, they need to send the military in. And so Charles goes, I'll give you a ride, Inspector. And he's like, oh, thank you. And, you just see, you just see Arthur kind of just give, or, Charles give Arthur just be like, I got you, don't worry, I'll handle this. Yeah. And, Mr. Simpson's like, but Arthur's like,
Yeah, he actually puts his hands on his fingers like, shh.
Bon voyage, Inspector. Yeah. And I'm like, ooh. So, so basically, Charles just takes the Inspector in a fucking Hummer, just flies around with them, and just distracting him. And stuff, which, he does, a bunch of flips, I can't remember where I'm going.
Oh,
and then here's a Uma branded barf bag. Which, you see the Uma logo, and I'm like, see, sometimes shows don't do that. But then other shows, they put every little attention to detail.
I mean, heck, look at Ultra 7. You were complaining about Amagi and Furuhashi wearing the life preservers, but they even had on the life preserver TDF HR-1.
Yeah, so no, that's good attention. So Jack turns into Ultraman Great, which, he tries fighting him, which basically he doesn't fight because, you hear Jenny, and so he fires blasts at his feet and stuff like that, and then eventually just the way he defeats them is, I'm just gonna put you back to fucking sleep, so I'm gonna put you in this pile of rocks, and then he picks up this rock, and I'm like, oh, is he gonna bash it? Just gently puts it down over him. He's like, okay, go to sleep, night night, Gazebo, and puts him to sleep, and then the narrator goes oh, once all of humanity is gone, then the Gazebo will wake up again and walk in peace. And it's like, okay.
It's also weird because in the compilation films, they actually redub the dialogue with an American actor.
Oh, wow.
So instead of the Australian voice
time is running out.
yeah, with the narration, it's more like, I want to say it's an American, or at least someone with more of an American accent.
Yeah. But anyways, so like I love this is like this is the most like peaceful way to defeat him. Just like I'm gonna bury you into a pile of rocks. You just can go sleep. Go sleep. Okay.
Oh yeah, burying you.
I'm alive, Ultraman. I'm alive.
You're scaring the children.
You're scaring Jenny. So yes.
How he picks up the rock. Yeah, gently puts it over his face.
You're gonna do this all Godzilla style. Just bash him with a rock.
Go sleep.
Great.
Go sleep.
Great. You don't want to do that. Oh, but I do.
Just Ultraman Great gets back to the land of light, and that's how I defeated Gazebo. Just Ultraman's just staring at him.
Sleep under a pile of rocks? Yeah.
That's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Whatever happened to Japan? Japan? You were supposed to go to Japan, Great.
I see. I fell on Mars. I found this human who's dying, and then apparently he lived in Australia.
You were supposed to go to Japan. Oh.
Ips. Crocky.
yeah, he just comes back and like decked it like
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, like Crocodile Dundee.
Boy, how's it going, fellow Ultras? Crocky.
You call that an Ultra? This is an Ultra. I think that should be the title of the episode. This is an Ultra.
This is an Ultra, sure. But yeah, so honestly, for an episode of Ultraman Great, pretty good. It was a nice little rescue mission. Got to see a weird kangaroo elephant kaiju. Arthur and Charles just being fucking pair of badasses like they always are. Arthur not taking shit from anyone who has higher authority than he does. He's like, because basically all Arthur's trying to do is just like, this is what I've been trained for. Let me do my fucking job, and if I don't do it right, then you can intervene. But for now, I'm trying to do my job. Fuck off. Let me work. Thank you. Charles, go deal with them. Thanks. Alright, yeah, get some food on your way.
Get yourself some breakfast.
Jackie Ultraman, no.
No.
Are you banging Gene? Yeah, I'm banging Gene.
But it's just like we are now in the second half of Ultraman Great, where there is no Gudis, so I guess all the monsters that he fights are
like legendary Australian myths.
Like how again, Gazebo.
Are you gonna fight like a giant koala or something, or like a giant like kookaburra, or like a? Are you gonna get a platypus kaiju?
No.
Imagine we got a platypus kaiju. That'd be awesome.
Perry the kaiju.
That'd be great. Wait, a platypus kaiju? Barry the platypus kaiju? Barry the platypus!
A platypus plumber? Perry the platypus plumber?
Barry the platypus! So funny. Anyways, yeah, so
it's like 3 great episodes. But I just noticed that like Ultra 7's notes are like really detailed and such with a bunch of trivia. Ultraman Dyna, and then Great.
But you know what? I'm gonna give it Great, 7, then Dyna.
Yeah,
I think Great was the best episode of the 3.
Great was definitely the better episode.
Great was great.
Great was great. Ow.
Oh, great! I knocked out Lane.
Well, I guess that's the end of this episode of Ultraranger.
Fucking Gazebo. You don't name your kaiju Gazebo. It's so stupid.
Episode 148. This is a gazebo. No. Yes, this is a gazebo. Gazebo. This is a gazebo. That's the title.
There you go. This is a gazebo.
This is a gazebo.
Anyways, thank you everyone for tuning in.
Yes. And we will see you all next time with some more Ultraman 7, Dyna.
Yeah, you said Ultraman 7.
Did I say Ultraman 7?
Yeah, you said Ultraman 7.
Fuck!
I gotcha.
Damn it.
Yeah. Schwa for now, everybody.
Schwa for now.